So welcome to Android session 1. So powered by Developer Students Club, MSCC. So before getting into the course of session, uh, let's just have some polls. Wait a minute. Yeah. So I have sent a link to in a chat box. So please visit into the link and make a vote of it. If you're done voting, so just give a thumbs up into the chat box. Yeah, almost 17 voted. Yeah, okay. So thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Yeah, good. So next, so in this course of session, we need to look into three important things. So first one, why are you here? So what is the purpose that you are being here? So in this pandemic world, everyone keeps on developing their skills and knowledges. So as a student, we are taking a further step to know a new skill and a development. Almost 2.5 billion Android users are there in our world. But do you know how many apps are built so far here now? Can you guess anything? So how many apps so far we have in our world? I am just asking about the Android application, not iOS or Xamarin. So I'm asking about how many apps do you think will be available in Play Store for 2.5 billion users? 25.6 lakhs. Yeah, of course. 2 million. Yeah. So for 2.5, 25.6 lakhs people. So yeah, it's just 25.6 lakh people maybe have an idea to build a particular app. So it may be a team or a people. So only 25.6 lakhs projects had done it to develop an Android project. Yeah, of course, right? So what about, so it should at least have a billion, right? We should at least have a 1 billion mobile apps in Play Store for 2.5 billion people. So it should satisfy everyone. So one app should not satisfy everyone, right? So we need to keep on developing a new thing, right? So WhatsApp came. So in before in era, we used to send messages via SMS or MMS. But once the WhatsApp changed everything, right? Before 10 years, so they said we can be able to send a message to anyone without any cost if we just recharge an internet. So we can be able to send unlimited messages to everyone. So that's what we moved to the WhatsApp. So then WhatsApp and then came Tango and Facebook Messenger and everything. So that's why you are here to build a giant application. So this WhatsApp is built by a single person, right? So but now we are having almost 5 billion users. So it's almost got 2 billion price worth, right, from the Facebook company. So as a single person, you can be able to reach that much growth. You can be able to make your network that much brighter. So that's why you are being here now. So what's your goal? So your goal is now, right? You need to achieve 2 tracks. You need to complete 2 tracks within these 3 days. So you will be completely felt like a basic Android developer. I can be able to create a WhatsApp. I can be able to create a Facebook. Yeah, of course, you can be able to manage databases in your mobile application. Yeah, of course, you can feel that. And how do you plan to achieve them? Yeah, that's why I'm here. I am a facilitator, Vigneshwar AS from EEE department. I will be make the session in a hands-on. Let's go move on. So prerequisites. So there is no that much thriller to build a mobile application. It's a very simple. You should have a small computer knowledge, like installing a software or uninstalling a software, like that stuff. Math skills. So if you are being a second year or first year, you may think, so why do we need to memorize how to reverse a number or how to print a list of statements? Say, for example, let's say an example for decrement operator. Yeah, of course. So in a sign-in page, you will be getting a OTP, right, in order to go on some authentication purpose. So if there is a network issues, means we will be receiving another OTP by clicking a recent button, recent OTP, right? So it's a thing called handler. This handler, it's a method. Handler is a method. You can be able to manage the handler. You can be able to automate the handler based on the timestamps. Say, for example, if you want to visible the recent button after 30 seconds, means it will be decrement from 30 to 0, right? 30 to 1 almost. So which will be, so it's a backend process only, but what about the user interface? So we should manage to what we are doing in the background to the user, right? We should tell what is going on in the backend. So that's why we will be providing some text box in that, and please wait for 30 seconds, 29 seconds, 28 seconds, 27 seconds, like that stuff. So here there will be using a decrement operator, I minus minus exactly. Then you should have a computer, preferably. So I'm using two laptops, but I prefer my government laptop only. So it's enough. It's enough to have a government laptop. So don't worry about that. You can install Android Studio in a basic laptop, holds 4 GB RAM. So there is no need to worry about the graphics card. Okay, that's for multitasking only. Then internet connection. Yeah, you must have an internet connection. It's a basic thing, because say, for example, if you want to list out some names in the user interface, means you need to add some libraries, because why everyone relies on Android development, means it's very easy. Do you know? So you need not worry about the designs. It's already inbuilt in the mobile application, in the mobile Android software. So you just need to download the libraries in the software and emerge into your app, then export it into a mobile application. Then Android devices use USB cable. It's an optional one. So if you have Android devices, if you hold an iOS device or any other BlackBerry OS, right, you can be able to export and see the Android software using Android emulators. We used to have Android emulators like Nox Player and BlueStacks, like you will be using, right, nowadays playing the raw games. So Android device is used to check whether there is any bugs are placing in your mobile application, and it should be connected with a USB cable because it's not a wireless thing. You need to, you are going to debug a mobile application, right? So you will be suggested to turn on the USB debugging. So for that purpose, you must need a USB cable. So here you can see, right, Android's development is not a complicated thing. It's a very simple thing by seeing these prerequisites. Then, so learning objectives. So first, you need to install Android Studio software. Android Studio is a software you will be exporting your Android application from the computer to the mobile application. Yeah, okay. So it's just a platform to create mobile apps, and we can be able to create the Android app using the Android Studio with the help of Java and Kotlin. So I am a Java Android developer. So, but recently Kotlin becomes official language for Android development. This was meant by Google. So every Android developer moves on to learning Kotlin. So why everyone sees Kotlin is a very does everyone knows Kotlin language? So it's a is there anyone that I don't know Kotlin or I didn't hear of it like that person? So say for example, okay, let me give another poll. Whether you know Kotlin or not, how many persons know Kotlin yet, and how many didn't hear about that word as a language. So it will be very helpful if you vote. Copy. Guys, please, I have sent a link to in the stat box. Please visit to the website and just make the vote of it. If you've done the job, just give a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, almost everyone was Kotlin, right? Okay, I get a nice response. So I thought you didn't hear any, about the Kotlin language itself. Okay, you're just like Go language, like Kotlin language. Okay, Kotlin is a programming language. Okay, so once Android team developed the Kotlin language to replace the Java programming language because Java got so much drawbacks in terms of Android development, so that they built a Kotlin language. So say for example, if I am building or if I'm taking one project and building the app in a Java language and taking the same project and building the app in Kotlin language means while exporting the mobile application, the Kotlin will perform very efficient. It will export the app in a faster manner. So that's what we Android developers uses Kotlin language. So and also it's very it will consumes very less time when compared to the Java Android development. Okay, then the course of learning, you will be build your first Android apps and discover resources to continue learning. You will be knowing about the Map API. So Map API itself, we used to know about the Pokemon Go game, right? So that Pokemon Go itself uses the Google Maps API in order to fetch the data of the locations. So you will be knowing about a particular API. So say for example, if you want to send a OTP to a particular person, you will be using a private OTP sending API. So everyone relies on API only because it's a simple thing. Then next, so what is Kotlin? So simply, Kotlin is a modern programming language that helps developers to be more productive in a sense. So to be more efficient, right? So we need to use our time in an effective manner without bothering the loading task like that. Then what's the benefits of Kotlin? So it's expressive and concise. So if a Java code makes almost 5 to 10 lines means we will be writing 3 lines of code in Kotlin to summarize that. And it's a very safer code and interoperable with Java. So we can, okay, say for example, so I'm doing on a particular project, on a single project. I'm doing for the past 2 years in a Java language only. So what about, so recently I am learning Kotlin language. If I want to include the Kotlin lines, say for example, if I done 2000 lines in Java code means, after that, I can able to add the Kotlin lines, the 2 lines of Kotlins for some sake of method means I can able to add in a Java lines. Okay, can you able to understand this? That's what meaning interoperable with Java. You can able to insert the Kotlin language code into the Java codes. Then structured concurrency, that's what means structured concurrency. That's what I meant before. Then, okay, so we used to have the Android development with Kotlin. Then, okay, before moving on to this code, shall I make you some goosebumps? Let me create one simple Android app. Okay, wait a minute. I just stop sharing and moving into my another laptop. Okay, guys. So this is not only a new to programming session; it's also a motivation session. Okay. Then, okay, I think you are able to see my screen. Okay, so here you can see here these are the palettes which I have involved in these projects. So I am working in three companies. Those are not an IT company. So I am working in a company registration company and construction company. So both they needs to maintain their registration in a mobile application. So I'm helping them to develop that. And recently, the fun thing is I plan to create one Poll Mania mobile application which can able to do polling with the mobile application. So after I seen that pollmaker.com, so I I just passed my mobile development for Poll Mania. So okay, for so here you can see in order to create a mobile application, first you need to install Android Studio. So Android Studio will be available. You can able to download in Android Studio website. So here, wait a minute. Okay, before knowing that, please respond if you downloaded the Android Studio and installed in your mobile, in your laptop. If you downloaded and installed on your laptop, just reply in a chat box. How many of you are done? Hey, wow, nice guys. Okay. Okay, don't worry. If you, I think most of the people didn't download and install the Android Studio software. So I will share you. I will share you how to install the Android Studio in an efficient manner. And also, you will in a new programming session, you will also have one task to Android Studio. So don't worry about that. You will be downloading and install the software on your own. Okay, don't worry about that. Then what? Okay. Present now. Window. Can you be able to see my screen? Okay, great. Yeah. So first, if you want to create a new project, once you install the Android Studio software, I think you will all able to see the screen in your laptop also. Once you install and click the Android Studio logo button, then first you're going to start a new project, right? Start a new Android Studio project. Let me click this first, the plus button. Okay, so I just clicked it. What is going on? Okay, so I need to select a template project, project template. Okay, template of a project. So here you can see these are the activities: basic activity, bottom navigation activity. So I'm going to take a empty activity only. So you guys also done at the same time what you're watching in the video. So if not else, so you will be our this video is recording now. So you will be getting our video YouTube video link. Okay, now I'm clicking empty activity and pressing next. Okay, so here you need to type your name. So let me type my first app. Okay, so most of you will get getting in the package name column. So com.example.myFirstApp. So if you are trying at the same phase, you will be getting com.example.myface like this. You will be getting com.example.myFirstApp. So this is a wrong one. So this package is it's a dummy package name. So if you want to upload your mobile app to the Play Store, means it once you've done everything in your project, so it will just say your package name is com.example. So it won't support, we won't support this package name. So like that stuff, the Play Store will be report. So then it won't allow you to upload your app in the Play Store. So first, once it came like that, means you need to change the package name into com dot. So you can name it anything. So let me give com dot mscc. MSCC means our college name, right? MSCC dot my first app. Okay, that's it. So here you can see this is say I'm going to say my Android project. Here Vigneshwar is my first app and language. So I'm going to, so before I said, right, you can be able to generate the mobile application in Kotlin language or Java language. So now I'm preferring Kotlin language. So Kotlin language, then click finish. So it takes some time. Okay, so it takes some time to build it up in the backend. So let me stop sharing this screen and okay, so here so this is a basic function of a Kotlin language. So here you can see this almost same as a Java language only, but typically there's a what to say, there's a mixing of Java and Python. So here you can see the function main bracket. This is a main function. We will be using Java language in a main factor like main.args strings like that stuff. So here also you will be getting a master method, like it's a main method, it's a master one. If a program starts to validate, means it first get through that what is there in the main method. So it's a simple pathway. This is a simple thing will be executed in the mobile application. Okay, so println, say wait a minute, then okay, so Before moving into the Android development, let me clarify what are the tracks will be involved in these sessions. So let me first move on to the website. Wait a minute. Lack of internet. Yeah, okay, fine. The project is building in backend. So the pace of time, so I will managing to explain what are the sessions are available and what are the units you need to dealt with to complete the tracks. Okay. So now you're seeing that this is the Android Study Jams website. So this is a session for separately done for new to programming people. So yeah, so basically we all don't know how to write programs in Kotlin, right? So there's a new language to everyone. So say for example, if an Android developer, he may know that where to write the Kotlin code in an Android path. So everyone are new to Kotlin language, okay? So let me share a link to you all for this website. Wait a minute. So I'm looking for that. Okay. Okay, is anyone from other college? So not considering the MEPCOS link. So is anyone from other college? If yes, please mention your college name. So wow, Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology. Okay. Okay, so I think you will be getting the Android Studio Study Gems link in the chat box. Okay, just go through this website. So you will be getting this web page. Okay, so here you can see. So new to there are two tracks. These are the two tracks: new to programming and prior to programming experience. So if we don't know Kotlin means, just click this and start the course. So I'm going to click this. Okay. So here you will be having a sign in. So I already signed in. So please sign in into the developers account. So everyone has developers account on their own. Okay, don't worry about that. So here there are 3 units. You need to sharpen the Kotlin programming language with the help of these 3 units only. So Kotlin basics for Android. So the Kotlin language is basically developed for the Android purpose only. So there is no longer, so whether we can able to do a factorial math in Kotlin, or so no one asks do make a factorial method in a Kotlin. So like that, no one asks, because it's a wholly developed for the Android purpose only. So don't worry about that. So then here I have earned these badges here. If you completed the unit 1, you will be getting these 4 badges, and if you completed the unit 2, then it will dealt with the layouts. So you will be earning 2 badges, and unit 3 for 4 badges. So let me first click the first batch, or let me click this unit 1 Kotlin basics for Android. So here, these are the path tasks. First unit for the unit 1, you will be having these four group of activities. Then first, Android basics introduction to Kotlin, and Android basics create your first Android app, build a basic layout, add a button to an app. Yeah. So how the website will make your progress. Say for example, so here I have done the job almost 100%. I have done the job. So I also got this batch. So what is the value for this batch? So you can able to add the badges into your resume. I almost got 12 batches. Okay, yeah, I think it came. So I almost got 12 badges. I earned 12 badges. So these are that. So when I'm submitting my resume into the company, so I can able to show that I have got 12 badges, and I fulfilled my developer profile. So like that steps you can be able to share with your LinkedIn profile or any other profiles. So it means that so you can be able to share the batches to everyone in a media, I mean social media. So then, okay, so first task in the unit 1 and the first activity in the first task, you need to watch this video. So you can watch or skip this video. So I had watched this video. If you watch the video completely, you will get a tick, green tick here. Then this is a pathway like that, right? So if you completed this, you can be able to go here. And this is also a video. So first, you will be getting 2 videos for some motivation purpose. The Google developers teams will motivate you to do this. Then write your first program in Kotlin. Okay, so here you can see, if I click this, write your first program in Kotlin, you will be getting Take Code Lab link. So it's a quick link. So let me click Take Code Lab. Yeah, okay. So this sessions is a self-paced learning. You will be learning on your own to build a mobile application in an Android platform. So first, we need to get some knowledge about Kotlin, right? In order to make a good mobile application, we can be able to directly go into the Android development without knowing the Kotlin language. But we must know something like we need to what is the meaning of doing that, right? So we need to do that. We need to learn first. Then only we need to move on to the development side. So first, I preferably suggest you to learn first the Kotlin language as a whole. You will be getting many online courses, right? There are so many courses to learn Kotlin with a teacher, but self-paced learning is very much great than anything. So it will consume more time and gains more knowledge than others. So you need to read everything here. So as a facilitator, I should not waste your time to reading this. Okay, then run your first program in Kotlin. So we are going to run the first one. This is what we had seen in the PPT, right? Hello world. We need to okay, for that there is a thing called Kotlin Playground. There is a thing called Kotlin Playground. So let me go. Okay, you can also, I'll share the link in the chat box. Okay, please click and go to the Kotlin Playground. In that playground, you can be able to play some methods with Kotlin. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so now this is a Kotlin Playground. So now we are going to get a simple output. So I think already they copied the okay. So first I'm going to write a main function. So first function and main, and opening the braces, then print. Hello. Yes. So this is a simple Kotlin programming language. Okay, that's it. Then you need to so these are all very amazing, you know. So I am learning Android programming for about 2 years, but what I had done, I just started to learn. I didn't learn Android programming in the book, but what I done, so in order to facilitate you guys, I just read everything. So because that was very amazing. Without a teacher, I learned so many things what I had lost to learn to develop a perfect mobile application. So I had learned many things by reading these things. So you can also be able to copy and paste the code, or you can skip these by clicking next. You can able to complete that, but that's not all useless one, right? So in the field you will be suffer a lot. Say for example, if you got almost 20 badges, you got everything, you will be getting that more than 20 plus badges from the Google side if you completed the 2 tracks. So without doing any such project, so you will be saying that so I have done in your resume. So you will post I have done, I got almost 20 plus batches and completed Android sessions and get a certificate. So say for example, if you placed in a giant company, they just throw it out within a minute, because my brother got the situation. He just built without knowing anything, but he's suffering a lot today. So please don't do that. Okay, that's what I have learned in my life. Okay, so that's what I'm going to facilitate like that. Then so if you can also, so here you can see what is a function, what is a function main. If you add this bracket, simple bracket means what it means. So everything you will be learn from scratch. Don't worry about anything. So I don't know what is function. So everything here you can learn from your pace, and it's very easy. It is designed for everyone, almost completely from the scratch only. So you can also execute this. So it's very easy to understand by the computer science students, but remaining they can also able to cope up with that, right? So that only I just doing another time. Yeah, okay. So here you can see everyone knows print and println are different. Some are different their nature. So here I am just omitting the ln. So println just stands for printing a line, like that. So now happy birthday Jansi. Yeah, you are 25, like this. Then now if you all, this is a summary, you can be able to click and learn many things from this is the solution code. Okay, once you completed doing your workout in the Kotlin playground, at every last time you will be getting the solution code. So don't worry about that. If you're confused with what the code we need to run, I have missed some lines of code, so don't worry about that. You just go to the solution code. Every activities will be having a solution code at last, what they had taught to you. So you can just copy and make it work. Then summary and learn more, you just practice on your own, like that stuff. So these are not, they won't done. If you click done means you just finished this thing, and third one will be completed. Then we are going to create a birthday message in Kotlin. Okay. Okay, now yeah, I have also done everything. So wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So you will be getting like this only. So creating a birthday message in Kotlin. So just prerequisites, just skip this. So don't waste time. And this is what we had seen before, right? So, oh, they are making a simple cake. So I'm skipping these all, okay? Don't skip anything. So just for the sake of time, I'm skipping this all. I'm going directly to the solution code. Okay, so what they had done before. So I said function main, this is a master method. So if the interpreter will validate the code, it will first look into the main method. So here value, there are two things, val and var, VAL, VAR. So var means variable. So we can be able to change the value of that. So like that stuff will go on. So don't worry about that. So just skip. So the age and layers are so in the Kotlin we don't worry about the data types. So you can be able to give a val or var. So and you can wholesomely you can create a string. So you don't worry about the data types. So I think everyone knows data types. Then so the print cake candles age method. So they are calling the print cake candles. Here, this is the method, print cake candles. Okay, let's see first what is the output now. Then what they are doing. Okay, I'm going to the Kotlin playground. See, this unit one dealt with a basics of Kotlin only. So you need to spend some more time to learn everything inch by inch. Say I can able to learn 1 hour because so it will be very easy for the Java programmers because it's very easy when moving from Java to Kotlin. If you don't know about Java, you will feel a burden. So you need to take some more time to look into that. Okay. So okay, now I'm going to run this. So yeah, this is a birthday cake. Okay. So here you will see a very interesting one. Repeat. So we will be using the for loop, right? So instead of going for for loop or while loop, the Kotlin is very simple. They just say repeat the age directs to 24. So we need to repeat the comma for about 24 times. Okay. So this is very easy language. That's what. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So that's what the Android developers programmed the Kotlin in a mean manner. Okay. So this is a thing suppresses the Java when compared to the Kotlin. Okay, so they made 29 times. I think age is 24. So okay, then so without wasting your time, then let's move on to next one. If you completed this, then we'll be getting the quiz round. So once you now we passed these 4 sessions, right? We passed these 4 sessions.
No.
Okay. Then let's take a quiz. So I don't know. I may made some mistakes. Okay. So let's solve this. What's the program? So let me get info from guys. You can answer in the chat box. So okay, for the first question in the quiz, what is the program? Which option? You can able to tell the answer in the chat box. Option C, a series of instructions that computers executes to accomplish some action. Yeah, of course. Yeah, option C is correct. Then, okay, let's stop answering question 1. So let's move on to the question 2. Okay, which keyword do you use to define a function in Kotlin? It's very easy, right? The first option, yeah, super. Then third one, which are the following do you need to create a Kotlin program that prints a line of text? Okay, it's a multiple choice question. Third one, comments describing the Kotlin program that prints a line of text. Okay, so this one, we need a main function. Do you have any idea about third one? I think these four are correct. I don't know what's the answer exactly. So now, what do you expect this Kotlin code to do? So any answers from the chat box? All. Someone answered all. The comment describing what your program does. Yeah, of course. But okay, let's. But comment it doesn't need the comment, right? We doesn't need a comment. Okay, let's. Then, what do you expect in Kotlin? Anyone for the fourth question? So I think the Java developers can able to remain this. So we will be using args string in a bracket, right? Any idea? Two. Okay, print 2 lines of text, of course. Okay, now fifth one. So let's move on to the fifth one. How do you modify this main function so that it prints a 6-layer cake for someone's 4th birthday? Mm. Three. Set value age to 4 and set value layers to 6. Okay, no problem. We'll run this code in a playground. So just play with this. Okay, now, what this is? 3, option third one, right? So set value age to 4 and set value layers to 6. Okay, now. Done. Six layers. Does it hold 6 layers? Age to 4 and layers to 6. Sorry. Yeah, okay, I think this might be the answer, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got only 5 layers. Okay, let's go for third one. So for the sixth question, which of these options correctly calls the function and pass it valid input arguments? Third option. Okay, say for example, function create message. So here you can see name is a string, location is a string, age is a string. Okay. String int, right? So it is almost option A. Okay. Hey, good man. I think I got the answer for a leap of time. Okay, I think almost we had done enough. So we answered 6 questions. Okay, whether everyone is right or not. Everything is right. Hey, wow, amazing! 6 out of 6. Okay. Yeah, man. Someone said comment describing what your program does, but yeah, it's exactly, it means you're right. A comment describing what your program does. But they're asking, do you need to create a Kotlin program that prints a line of text? So it doesn't need comment, right? Okay, that's a simple thing. Okay, cheer up, guys. Okay, now let me move on to my another laptop. Super, guys. Then, okay. So before moving to develop an Android application, we have lost of time, only 4 minutes. So if you completed it, return to the pathway. I think I already got this batch. So you will be getting, we will be amazed to get a new batch to add it to your resume. Okay, now we completed 100%. I think so. Okay, good. So then go back. No. Okay. So likewise, you will be getting now. You will be getting this badge now. Then you need to complete these 3 activities and getting 3 badges. So like the steps, you need to move on to complete these layouts. Okay, this is not. I'm not going to teach you anything. If you have any doubts, I will be available for you. I will be clearing in the concepts also. So since this is a session for moving you all it's all about. So here I need to mention that we are not going to give you any swags, the company. So we are not going to give you any swags, but we will wholeheartedly available for you anytime. Okay, just remain these 2 things. Okay, so we are not going to give you any swags like that. In the prior, we had conducted a Google Cloud session, right? Google Cloud programming session. So likewise, we are not going to give you any swags, but we will be offering a certificate if you completed all these units. And moreover, so we are not. So these are all your kind of task. You can be able to get these badges on your own. But in order to get, if you want to get a certificate, you need to get into the prior programming experience. So you need to get into prior programming experience and click the start course, because you just skip this start Kotlin cons because you completed this new to programming course. This start Kotlin cons is made for, I already know Kotlin, so I just need to refresh my basic knowledge. So in that case, you can be able to click this start Kotlin cons, but everyone are new to programming for Kotlin, right? So you can be able to skip this start Kotlin cons and start this course if you completed all the 3 units in the prior programming new to programming experience. So once, if you all completed, if you all get these 10 batches, you will be getting a authorized signature from the Android development team. So if you get these 10 batches like what we had done before with the help of Kotlin Playground, you will be getting some knowledge about that. Okay, so I think so. Let's move on to Remaining we will be seeing the next session. So tomorrow we'll be having 5 to 6. Before closing the session, let's just create a simple mobile application for motivating others, right? Okay, so let's start presenting here and start presenting here. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think you are able to see my screen, which I had shared you. Wait a minute. Can you able to see my software Android Studio software screen window? Please reply in the chat box. Can you able to see that? No. Yeah. Okay, I think now you are able to see the screen. Yeah, and once again, guys, there is no time limit. Okay, you can anytime you can be able to complete the sessions, or you can anytime you can be able to complete the 2 tracks. So moreover, 1 track only. So you need to complete the prior to programming track, which holds 2 units. In that 2 units, you will be getting 10 batches. If you get these 10 batches, means we will be providing a authorized certificate in order to being as a basic Android developer. Okay, so there is no time limit like Google Cloud program. So don't worry about that. We will be having some sort of small community. So don't worry about it. We will be holding discussion sessions in future. Okay, so before looking, so let's get into our software. So once you created a new project, you will be getting this window only. So here there is a main activity. Okay, so this is here you will be writing code. So now I think not responding. Wait a minute. Okay. So here you can see one Java, one Kotlin file. Main activity is on Kotlin file. Here, this is the main activity. You can see on create. So you will be learning what is on create in the future sessions. So don't worry about that. So I'm going to simply export the mobile app, right? So and also, so you, yeah, no. So that's not what I mean. So there's a question: will we get separate certificate for both tracks? So no, there is no need to clear first track. So the first track is meant to acknowledge you about the Kotlin language. So you need to get some stuff. You need to know some stuffs about Kotlin and what are the classes, or how you need to implement a class, how you need to extend a particular class instead of in dealing with the object-oriented concepts, like that stuff you will be learning in the track one only. But for the certification purpose, you need not to worry about the track one. You need to complete the track two, because the track two holds 10 apps, 10 mobile application. In the track one, you will be creating the 10 almost 3 mobile applications, dice roller app, like that stuff. So we will be playing the Ludo, right? So in that, there is a button. If we click to the dice will roll out, and automatically it randomly generates some the list of 6 numbers, right? 1 to 6. So we are going to create a particular app for that. We are going to roll a dice for a particular, like you by using the random math.random method. So okay, so I think, yeah, here you can see. Now moving on to the software. So we will be getting for a particular app, we will be getting the 2 parts. In the user interface, we will be coding main XML code. We will be dealing with the XML code. In the backend, we will be dealing with the Kotlin language. So for example, if you are going to build a website, means you will be dealing with the CSS, right? Yeah, CSS, HTML. So in the backend, we will be using the tons of languages, so don't worry about that. Okay, so in the mobile application alone, we will be using XML language for the user interface. So let me first click that. So I think my laptop is somewhat stuck and lagging. So okay. Okay, it's almost 6:10. Yeah, okay, here you can see. So this side is what we are going to see as a user interface, and this side it's like a HTML code only, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to make a simple app only, right? Just we are going to show some text when we open an app, so it will show some text. So let me increase the text size. So there are n number of layouts for the mobile application. So now we are using the constraint layout. The moreover, the Google Android development team in developing with Android Studio. So Android Studio always suggest us to go for a constraint layout, because in the constraint layout, say for example, if you are opening either a Airtel app or Geo app, you will be seeing some splash screen, right? Like yeah, like a bumps out, like the Airtel logo will be bumps out from the Airtel app, and the Geo logo will be pop up in the splash screen, right? So that and all will be dealt with the constraint layout only. So there are n number of layouts. The constraint layout is also worth for placing a particular view. View means text view. Button, it's also your view. Image, it's also your image view. We will be calling as image view, text view, button view. So let me just increase the text size. So I'm using Android Studio app, right? So it automatically suggests me so to take the text. So if I just type text size, I think oh my god. Okay, Vaishnavi, I think almost it's 6:11. Shall I continue? Shall I take the session up to 6:30?
Yes, you can, Vignesh.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so பெரியமா ஒரு நிமிஷம் பேசுங்க. Okay, so let me type Android colon text size is equal. So we will be dealing with DP. So I am going to give a text size around 30 dp. So anyone knows what is the difference between dp and pixel? Huh? If you know, please just mention it in the chat box. Anyone knows what is the difference between dp and pixel? I don't want the what to say abbreviation, so it's abbreviated, but I don't want the abbreviated form, full form. Anyone know exactly what the term dp and pixel differs? I'm going to give 30 dp. Come on, guys. Just share it. It should not be a right one. So we used to call WhatsApp DP, right? Instead of calling it as a profile picture. Why? Why we used to call WhatsApp as a DP? Not we are like Facebook as a profile picture, and WhatsApp we are going through DP. Hello, anyone? So okay, so DP. So we used to program. Say for example, I have mentioned that the text size has a 30 dp, right? So it means it doesn't care about the it may be a full HD display, it may be a 5.1 display, 5.7 display, 6.9 display, it may be a tab, or it may be a laptop which holds the Android simulator, right? So for everything, if you take a pixel means, so say for example, passport which will be held with 3000 into 3000 dpi, passport photo which holds which names maybe a pixel or 3000 cross 3000 dpi in order to build up a size of passport. So in that passport, we should not consider about the dp in the mobile application or any other website development. We used to have dp because if the for a particular shake of screen, for a particular screen of a mobile, every mobile phone holds different ratio of dp. The dp ratio will be differ for every mobile phone. Say for example, so we used to watch movies. So it's almost I think 640 cross 720 or 480 pixel. So we are not considering the dp, right? So 640 cross 480 pixel means it is very it's delayed to watch in mobile phone as a video, but it's somewhat tougher to watch it in a 32-inch TV, or there are so many pixel dropouts, right? So that won't happen in the DP. So the DP considers the 30 DP. I already said, right? It manages the ratio to manage the pixels. So I shouldn't call it as a pixel. So DP is almost we will be calling as a density one. So it look into it. It search for the density of a particular screen. Then okay, so let me export my app. So that's it, man. So I just created a project and named it as my first app, and I'm going to export it. So yeah, I clicked almost. I clicked the build button before 5 seconds, but now it is in pop up. Okay. For that, I need to connect my mobile phone. The USB cable. Then okay, so here I am connecting my mobile phone to the laptop. So if you want to export the mobile app, you can easily export it to your computer, but I need to run my app in the mobile phone, right? So I need to connect. I need to turn so you can be able to debug the mobile app using Android phone only if your phone holds USB debugging option, because almost before 3 years, say for example, the Samsung Duos, it's an old one, right? It doesn't have a USB debugging phone, but the 2 years prior only they started to include USB debugging for the developers. Okay, just connected. Oh my God. Yeah, here you can see. Oh, physical device. Yeah, Vivo 1726. It's my model number. Then if you doesn't hold a Android phone, you are holding iOS or any other thing. Here there is a thing called AVD manager. So AVD means Android Virtual Device Manager. So you can be able to install the virtual device within a software also. So if I click this, means I need to install almost it's about 2 GB in order to install the Android emulator. So Android emulator, which means it's just a simulation. So in order to view my app, so first let me run the app. So in order to install automatically the app into your mobile phone, just click run. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think okay. So here you can see the Gradle build running. So yeah, it's like a Gradle. We used to so many of all know the Clash of Clans game, right? So in that game, so there is a okay, let's leave that game. Okay, so we should not switch into the game. Okay, so Gradle build running means Gradle means it's a what is it? It's a house. It's a home to build it up. Like we need to create building our home, right? We are building our own app. So like that. Okay, Gradle build running. So it takes almost 1 to 3 minutes. Okay. So please, okay. In the meantime, so it will take almost 1 to 3 minutes. So in the meantime, okay, Vaishnavi, is there any discussion platform for us?
We can collect their email address and we can
yeah, okay,
communicate with them.
Oh, yes, guys. We will be making a new thread for you all guys. So here almost we got 40 participants in this session. So almost so we can be a small community in our college. So don't worry about that. If there is any session, if there is any doubt, you can contact me via my email, or personally you can approach my mobile number also. Don't that's not a matter. So
kindly put your mail ID in the chat box.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Vishnu Venkatraman. Sorry, I didn't see your message. DP is equal to 1.5 pixel. Yeah, almost. But DP seems well dealt with this with a ratio. So now, what it's very slow. Wait a minute. Okay, so say for example, I can able to share the what I had built. Okay, so it's I'm using SERCPY. It's a Python program, so which will be using to use it to screen share my mobile phone. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going through it. So you can see I had built almost 40 plus apps, and I'm working in three companies, and one is in Kuwait, and one is in Delhi, and one is in Karnataka. So these three things are one is entertainment platform, one is a merchandise platform. So if you looks like a giant in the development skills, you can able to no, you didn't. So see, I was approached by 40 plus companies, and I selected these three companies because it's like a freelance job, right? So I'm working it as it's a part-time job, like. Okay, so where it is my wait a minute, it's loading. Yeah, okay, great. So here you can see Innocent Sand Market. This is a simple app which I had built. So let me first sign in. And 751. So I won't be receiving any OTP because I am a developer, right? I have a secret code 123456. It's a secret code. Please be secret, okay? Then yeah, here. So this is a simple registration app we have built for. It doesn't need to requires to how to order it in online like that stuff, right? It's a simple app. So let me first. So this is what these three things here you can see. Select taluk. We need to. So it's built for the people who are in Mangalore taluk. Okay. So now I'm clicking taluk. So I need to select a junction. This junction is so from which area I need to collect sand. So this is a simple sand merchandise app. So let me first. So Kolnat, select area. So in this Kolnat from the sand of Kolnat, it is available for two areas, Kolnad industrial area and Lingapakad. Okay, so let me choose Lingapakad. So here you can see the price automatically sets to 0. So the owner sets it for 0 because it's now in a development stage. Okay, so now let me confirm payment. Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to choose cash on delivery. So here you will be seeing the confirmation of order. Like it's called dialog box. Okay, so it's a pop-up dialog. So let me confirm this. Yeah, okay. So yeah, your order has been successfully placed. Your order will be delivered in next 2 to 3 days. Yeah, that's it. So it's what to call. So I just ordered from sand from them. So it's not in a live process because we will be launching the app in a February month only. So it's in the testing process. Then here you can see order confirmation. Thank you for placing an order with NSG like that stuff. So here you can see it's a cool stuff, right? So why I'm mentioning this means, oh, what is it shows some error. Well failed. Okay, I think it's there is an error in that. Okay, okay, leave this. So why I'm showing this means I am learning. I am still learning the Android app development for the past 2 years and serving some private companies. So you can also be able to do that in the same manner. So without wasting any time, you may be third year. So but you can be able to approach some basic knowledge, right? We should not what to say, make money with our knowledge. It's not a big deal, but we can be able to learn, right? So without wasting your time, we can be able to approach like these steps. So I think it's almost 6:30. I extended 30 minutes. So I think tomorrow we will be see. Okay, 5 to 6. I will manage to. I will be prepared even better. Okay, Vaishnavi, shall we discontinue this session?
Okay, Vigneshwar.
Yeah.
Kindly register for the session 2 and session 3. In the event page, I have shared with your friends. If your friends are willing to join in this program, kindly ask them to watch the YouTube video. We will send in the next session. Okay. If you have any queries, kindly mail to Vigneshwar. Please note down the mail ID.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for being here. Almost 6:30. Bye.